According to my sources, ESPN is planning a new reality series entitled The Real Drug Addicts of Professional Sports. Lance Armstrong is rumored to be on board, as is Alex Rodriguez, once his 2-year ban from baseball kicks in. After his exile is over from the big leagues, Alex would then have a choice: either stay with the series or go back to stealing $28 million bucks a year from the Yankees. The network also has high hopes, and that pun is intended, for Lamar Odom to join the cast. That is, if anybody can find him. I, for one, feel sorry for Lamar. He's out of basketball, he has a crack cocaine habit, and his father-in-law is Bruce Jenner. Speaking of women, Jeannie Buss, in her updated memoir Laker Girl, accuses brother Jim Buss of betrayal for the way he humiliated her fiancé, Phil Jackson. Jeannie was led to believe that the head coaching job would once again be Phil's and a media announcement would be forthcoming. But Jackson was awakened at 12 midnight by Laker GM Mitch Kupchak telling him the franchise felt that Mike D'Antoni was the better choice. At the time of the call, Jeannie was in bed with Phil and said the whole thing was pretty hard to swallow. Phil, I'm impressed. Most insiders believe that the Lakers would be much better off with Jeannie running the show and brother Jim completely out of the picture. Jeannie posed naked in Playboy, so I'm kind of rooting for her. As for Jim, he could still follow in his father's footsteps by dating teenage girls. LeBron James dated a teenage girl when he was a teenager. The pair have been together ever since, and they recently tied the knot after 10 years and 2 kids. Among the guests at the posh San Diego wedding were Beyoncé and Jay-Z, who performed their hit single Crazy in Love. One uninvited guest was LeBron's alleged mistress, Carmen Ortega, who tried to crash the wedding but was stopped outside by security. Gee, I hope she didn't jeopardize the courtside seats LeBron's been leaving her. Of course, most basketball fans are wondering where will King James wind up after his contract with the Heat is over this season. Will he remain in Miami, famous for his South Beach lifestyle, or return to Cleveland, famous for the Cleveland Steamer? Finally, if you forked over 75 bones to watch the Mayweather-Canelo bout, you didn't get to see much of a fight, but you did get to see one hell of a ring entrance. There was Floyd the Champ, making his way to the ring flanked by his 2 best homies, Lil Wayne and Justine Bieber. As expected, Weezy was rapping, while the Beebster's contribution consisted of some choice crotch grabbing. Or was he just making sure he had the scissor bottle? Scissor, for those of you as old as Harvey Levin, is prescription strength cough syrup mixed with a sugary soda like Mountain Dew or Coca-Cola. Throw in some Jolly Rancher hard candies for flavor, and voila, the ambulance is on the way. How cool is that, boys and girls? By the way, Mayweather has now won all 45 of his fights. 46 if you count the licking he put on his baby mama, Josie Harris. Gary H. Miller for TMZ Sports. Hopefully.